these kind of far out there ideas. How do you like this idea? There's a group of people that say that dragons were real, and I'll explain.
Ooh.
So around the same time period, so to speak, and I'm not one of these people, so I'm probably going to get the details wrong
like
a little
Matthew
bit.
McConaughey movie right
Yeah,
now.
seriously. But so around the same time period in, China, South America, Africa, all these different, Rome, all these places, images depicted people fighting dragons, right? And every dragon was slightly different, but it was all a giant scaly animal that could fly. So when you break that down, you think about the fact that large birds had a hard time being fossilized because their bones are so porous, right? So because they have like hollowish bones, they break down very easily and they don't fossilize. So the group that says this, basically they're saying the evidence is the reason there's no fossils of dragons is because they had bird bones and they were actually very delicate animals. But a handful of these small population of these giant flying lizards existed and basically encompassed all these different countries where they all depicted fighting dragons in their own way, and they were all killed off by knights or whatever it is, and then didn't fossilize.
What?
So it's like the science is saying that if there were lizards big enough to fly around and eat people, they didn't have bones that could fossilize.
So it'd be like an eagle.
Right. And that's why all these human populations around the world have depictions of them, because they did actually exist.
Now, are there any stories of dragons written in the times of people that they actually had the written word, or is it just depictions?
I don't know. Not my field.
That would be interesting, because are these depictions ancient accounts told by generation after generation, passed down?
I think so. I don't know. I don't know anything about dragons or whether it's real, but I think it's interesting to think, oh, well, the science supports that if there were flying lizards, their bones wouldn't have fossilized, and these have been passed down, stories that have been exaggerated and passed down from generation to generation.
And some of them breathe fire, but some of them don't, depending upon
which culture it was significant to.
I wonder what the fire is supposed to represent, or they're just people are full of shit.
Probably that one.
Yeah, it's probably made it sound even cooler.
Yeah, exactly.
Not only did I kill him, he was trying to burn me. Do you hold any weight? Do you think that holds any weight?
No.
There's actually dragons?
I mean, we know there were large flying lizards during the times of dinosaurs, right? The only weight that it could possibly hold is that a few of those somehow survived much later than we previously thought. But do I think that there were dragons attacking human beings and civilizations? No, I don't. But it's still interesting.
It's so much cooler if there were.
Right.
And the fact that we know that pterodactyls did exist, that's cool.
Right.
It would be way cooler as if they existed with people.
Right, 2,000 years ago.
Why is that? Why is that so much cooler to us?
I don't know.
It's like people would dedicate giant chunks of their life trying to find out if pterodactyls did coexist with human beings at one point in time. They really would.
Absolutely.
Imagine if there was a 100-foot pterodactyl snatching kids.
It'd be terrifying.
Oh my God.
Well, do you know about the moa eagle?
Yeah, the Haast eagle.
The Haast, exactly.
Yeah.
So I call it moa eagle because they used to attack moas.
They
with
weren't
the Haast
that
eagle.
big.
No, but they did supposedly snatch Maori children. Yeah.
But when I Googled it, I remember I think the large ones were like 40 pounds or something like that. I don't think they were that big.
Is that all it is?
Yeah, like an eagle is really light.
Right, but their wingspan is still enormous. Yeah,
I mean they have incrable power. Like when you see an eagle snatch a salmon with its claws and fly away with this 10-pound salmon, and its claws, that's insane.
It is,
because that salmon probably weighs more than it.
Right.
Like birds are weird, right? They sit on you like, oh, you're not very heavy.
No, they don't weigh anything. And again, that goes back to that whole hollow bone type thing.
Right. That's why chickens are strange, because they're fat. Yeah. They weigh a lot. Like you pick up a chicken, you're like, you fat fuck, you can't even fly. But bird, like a hawk, fairly light. Yeah. For what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, what was the biggest Haast eagle? How big was the Haast eagle? But they were hunted by people. Right. Because they posed a threat. Right?
And because people hunted the moa to extinction, that giant bird that that the Haast eagle primarily preyed on. And so the twofold kind of made them collapse.
Yeah. Large, gigantic, ancient things.
8.5, let's see. Wingspan for a female is typically 8.5 feet, possibly up to 10 in a few cases.
Why female? I'm trying to talk
That's
about
just
dudes,
the first thing
bro.
I see.
I want to know about the big dudes.
Males 25 pounds, females 31 pounds.
Oh, females are bigger.
Yeah.
Matriarchal
Largest
society,
female could have been 36 pounds in mass.
Yeah. That's
still
not that big.
But a 10-foot wingspan is pretty huge.
Oh, huge. Yeah, I mean,
and you know, talons, they've got, I don't know, but they had to have been enormous. They're just flying knives.
Yeah. Well, you've seen the videos that the Mongols use, where they train golden eagles to kill wolves, and they fly
shoot
down.
them out, and
It's crazy.
It's unbelievable.
They fuck up wolves. Like they're way smaller than a wolf.
Oh yeah.
And the wolf has zero chance.
Right.
They swoop down and grab a wolf by the back of the neck and just fuck him up.
Isn't
and
it crazy?
Holding on, the wolf's like trying to get away, and they're just killing him.
And I believe, maybe it's not Mongolian culture, but one of those, falconry cultures, you have to, like, as a teenage boy or something like that, your rite of passage is to go climb the cliff and take the chick out of the nest.
Whoa.
And it's like this crazy process where, you know, a number of kids die trying to get to the eagle chick, and the ones that come back, that's their bird for however long the bird lives, or I don't really know the whole process.
That's right out of Avatar.
Isn't that nuts?
Right?
Yeah.
That's bananas. You gotta steal the chick from the nest and raise it. Who figured that out? Who figured out you're gonna train a fucking raptor?
I don't know.
Like, how weird are people?
Yeah.
That they figure these things out.
And someone was the first. You know what I mean? Someone was like, I'm going to go get that baby bird.
You know what he probably did? He probably got high off that honey. He said, I'm going to keep climbing.
That's right.
I'm going to get me a fucking bird and have the bird do all the hunting.
That's right. Everyone's like, you're crazy, man.
Bro, you can't have a bird do the hunting.